All right, let's see here. Let me make sure that I did this, did
You know, I
that.
couldn't find my light ring, so I hope my lighting's okay.
Lighting's okay. Lighting is okay. So I figured how we could kind of keep doing this and just start it off.
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
3. No, 2 years.
Two.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, let me see. I think I had a Morgan Freeman clip from last year. Let's see.
I want to wish my friends Alan Robertson and Joey Smith a 1-year anniversary of their podcast, Nonsensical Talk. Be sure to listen to them on your favorite listening apparatus.
And there he is, the legend Morgan Freeman, gonna sing
made it really good
little, bit for us. So, I guess we'll just get started and do the show.
Can you take me back when we were just kids? We weren't scared of getting older, yeah. 'Cause no one knows you like they know you, but no one probably ever will. You can grow up, make new ones, but truth is, there's nothing like old friends. 'Cause you can't make old friends. Can you take me back when we were just kids who weren't scared of getting older, yeah. Now I've got some good friends now.
Welcome to the show that has little to no meaning and makes little to no sense. It is the show where you can expect the unexpected. This is Nonsensical Talk, on the air and in the cloud. Those crazy hosts will talk about anything and everything. And now, from their home studios in Middle Tennessee, here is your hosts, Alan Robertson and Joey Smith.
So, Joey, 2 years coming up July 5th. We've been on a hiatus for about 6.5 months. Hope y'all didn't miss too much, especially with some of the crap that we've talked about and some of the stuff that we've done.
What's the walk? What's that whenever a young man in Australia goes on a walk?
Walkabout.
Yeah. So that's what we were doing. We were doing a walkabout.
We were definitely walking about. You were doing Clarksville and I was doing Gallatin.
Yeah.
And all the birthdays are over. You finally caught up with my age. So thank you for being that old again.
It's not fair to have one person on here older than the other. So between February and June,
gap.
It's hard for us to get together because I'm like, yes, whatever, old man.
Oh, man. You got to catch up someday, though. You got to catch up someday. So what have we been doing so we've still been posting on Facebook. We still kept that going. We had lots of things. Joey put up a clip 2 years ago. I believe you did it 2 years ago, and it was the the things that happened in the dark, or happens. Oh, what's the name of that show?
What happens in the shadows?
In the shadows. And that thing has hit over, good God, an astronomical amount of downloads, shares. It's really gone gangbusters. It even put us, Joey, in the top 10% of Facebook about 4 months ago with the amount of views that it hit. So thank everybody that got out there and actually listened to that, downloaded it, shared it. That was just gravy work for us.
There's just people that love what we do in the shadows, and so we tapped into some of those fans. You guys have my heart. It's and they're about to come out with another season of it.
Oh my God, that has got to be crazy. I started to watch. I watched the first season, and I was like, okay, this is okay. This is kind of got a sense of humor that we kind of follow. And then for some reason,
it's going to come out with season 4. Season
Oh
4
my God.
will be released. It was renewed again by FX.
Well, and not only will that one be coming out, but Witcher is supposed to come out with the last 3 with Superman, our Man of Steel, Calvin. So once he does that Witcher bit, that was pretty good. So I did a lot of streaming over the I guess the rest of the winter and into the early part of the summer. Have not yet to get in my pool, but one time because I can't get the temperature up. I have to come up there and borrow your blanket and bring it down here, Joey, and cover it up so I can heat it up.
Now, have you been taking the temperature of it, or is
No,
it just too cold for your skin?
I took the temperature of it. The first time I did it, it was at 84 degrees. And then we had that cold snap and it went down to 80. I'm going to tell you what, that 4 degrees is the difference between freezing and tolerable freezing. But hey, after this heat wave that's coming through here, we're finally got up to about 86 on the thermometer, so I can't wait to go jump in it now. Just got to make sure that my chemicals are fluctuating because
June's always a tricky month because you'll still have some 58-degree nights. And,
those are the killer.
And so having like a solar blanket to throw on it just at nighttime to keep it from evaporating on those nights where you can see stars. There's no cloud cover to hold heat in.
So you need to hurry up and get. I need to get one of those blankets for next year because I dang sure want to be able to get in the pool, but we've only been in it once this year.
Facebook Market's the best place to find one. You'll find someone that's not using theirs. You'll get it much cheaper than online.
Than buying it new.
Right.
Yeah. So we decided to kind of do these shows a little different. You know, we're just going to kind of talk, throw tangents out there, come up with ideas, see what's going on on the internet, and taking some of their ideas and bringing it into us. And Joey, I think we actually thought about this probably 2 years and 2 months ago when we first started talking production, and you brought out a bag of chips. And Joey loves them. I don't.
No, all dressed.
All dressed. That's it.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't even forget it, but it's Canadian's #1 selling chip. And then here recently we found Doritos is starting to make a whole different mess. I mean, I wish I would have looked at the clip of the hot mustard potato chip because I love hot mustard. I love it when you go to the little Chinese restaurant and you got to pour that hot mustard on your chicken. Oh my God, it's so good. I can't find them anywhere. But Joey has located the chips that are tangy ketchup. And so he's going to eat some of those, tell him what it's worth, and tell me what it is and how good it is. And I am going to eat some of these. Dinamita.
Now, Dinamita. Now, explain the flavors.
Well, it says...
Because that doesn't sound like a flavor that you find in your garden.
Yes, it looks like it's got peppers and lime. OMG. So, let's...
Clean your palate. Clean.
Woo! God dog. Woo! That thing hit you as soon as you opened up the bag. Holy crap. And it's red. Oh, my God.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go. Okay,
what flavors are happening right now?
A lot of hot red pepper. Woo!
How much lime?
There is lime there. I'd say probably 20%.
Little bit of salivation because of the lime.
I'm going to tell you what, salivation come off that heat. Holy smoke. Son of a gun. I mean, just look, it looks,
you know what it reminds me of? A hot fry.
Oh my God, hot fries are good. This right
Yeah.
here is smoking hot. Woo! Holy crap! I think my daughter's going to get these because,
She likes it spicy.
Oh my God. Okay, I may be a wimp, but the second one was better than the first one because I think it fried off some of my taste buds that I didn't get that nice hot pot, but I can still feel the heat on my tongue.
Now, Alan, is this one by Doritos as well?
Yes, this is the Doritos Dinamita. It's the chili.
We'll have to definitely make sure that we tag them in the video.
Yes,
and let them know that we need more of these flavors that we're not used to. We've had nacho cheese Doritos and Cool Ranch since the 80s.
But I've also had the spicy. I love the spicy one. But let me tell you what, this one ain't spicy. This is hot. Woo, that's some burning fire, baby. But I'm a wimp too. I mean, I used to love hot things, but I think the back of the package says it all right there. That chili pepper right there, and that little bit of lime. Come on, man, that's hot.
So it's not the Carolina Reaper pepper.
No. If it was that, I would already had to go on and get some milk. But my tea is sufficed to keep that heat off that. So, okay. So it says I can have 14 of these. I think I'm stopping at 3.
Okay.
Because that is freaking hot.
Now, why 14?
I think somebody sit back and ate 14 and said, "You know what? I think I gained a pound."
That's a good stopping number right there.
Oh Lord! But the thing is that they put 4 servings in this little garage or gas station serving. So they really should just put this as 600 calories per bag instead of breaking it down to 150. Yeah. 15 pieces. 15. I was shying you one. Woo, God dogging.
You know what you say? I've not had 15.
I haven't had 15. I've had 3. Go down and buy them. The Dinamita. Yeah. I'm sure if you enjoy hot things, this is probably mild to you. But if you like Nashville hot chicken, you may be disappointed with the heat on this. But unless you've had Nashville hot chicken from Princess's extra hot or Hattie B's. If you've had Hattie B's extra hot, those ain't nothing to Hattie B's extra hot. I may think they're Hattie B's mild or medium. That's what they are, medium. That's the equivalent of heat. So there you go. Woo, that is some smoking hot chili lemon. And I'm just hoping that nothing gets in there. So our next episode, there will be a new bag of some chip that I find, and I'll bring it in, and we'll sample it. And Joey will do the same because he's got this tangy ketchup.
Now, Alan,
you got the big.
This is actually one of those chips that here's how I get people to try it. What, you want a Doritos? That's how I do it, because in your mind you're thinking of ketchup like on a hot dog or a hamburger, and you're like, ooh, I don't know if I want it on a potato chip. Like I squirted it, like I just took a Dorito and I squirted some ketchup on there. It's almost like it was cooked on there, like you had a cooked hot dog and you had that ketchup flavor in the hot dog. And so like I had to, I knew what I'm going into. Good flavor.
Oh, okay.
Good. Almost like eating hot dogs with ketchup on it. 4th of July. And and where I saw it, what's the lead actor in Shang-Chi, the Marvel movie? I think his name is Simu.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Simu Lee Ju. I'm probably butchering it.
You're
I'm
butchering
sorry.
it. I'm going to butcher it too.
But he did a TikTok where he was talking about how there's Canadian snack foods that they don't have in America, and ketchup chips was one of them. And he said he prefers ketchup chips. And I see where he's coming from. I've been buying Walmart in Clarksville is sold out of ketchup chips. Like you can't buy them in Walmart in Clarksville. They've been sold out. So I had to like go to Food Line, and I'm like trying to not look like a crazy person, buying like 2 at a time. I'm like, oh, I better get one more. You know, we got a party coming. We ain't got a party. It's for me.
It's for you. But let me tell you, I felt like a fool in Food Line up in Gallatin today because I was just standing in front of the Doritos going, where's the ketchup? Where's the ketchup? And I couldn't find it. So there you go. Ketchup, tangy ketchup, Doritos. Joy's got a seal of approval. I think I'm going to have to go grab a bag of that. But as for the Dinamitas, I think I'm dynamited out. But
we've got to find the mustard. We got to find it somewhere.
If I have to go to Amazon,
if y'all can tell us where the mustard chips are, which store?
Mustard. Yes.
Tell us where if you see it in a store, tell us which store. So we'll eat that on the next episode.
We definitely will. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to start. If I can't find it, I'm going to start Amazoning. I'm going to find that chip because
So you're going to pay $17 for that bag of chips.
If I must.
if you're a Prime member. If you're a Prime member.
Yeah, I don't have to pay for shipping. And depending on where it's at in the U.S.,
Tangent time.
I may have it next week.
Amazon used to be free 2-day shipping if you're a Prime member. It's no longer 2 days.
Nope.
It might ship in 5 days.
Yes. So, yes, Prime is definitely gone to the wayside. They have some things that are same day, some things that are next day, and some days when you get it. I ordered something a couple of months ago, and it took like 5 days, and I'm a Prime member. No 2 days. And the bad part is, it came from the U.S. Postal Service. Why? What's that? How are you supposed to get it to me in 2 days if you're using the United Postal Service? That's at least a 3 to 4 day turnaround there. Oh, that's
pretty bad. That's pretty bad that the USPS said, Prime, just hand it to me.
We'll take care of it.
I go to Alan's house every day. Just hand it to me.
And that's what they do. They drive it all the way to Dixon, Tennessee, and hand it off at the Post Service. Oh, that's some fun stuff. Well, again, we're going to try out, from now on, we're going to try to pick a chip and try it out here each time we do the show, just so that way we can better inform the public on what kind of junk food to eat.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan of junk food. That's why
I eat. What's your favorite sweet junk food? Like cakes or candy, or are you a cake person or a candy person?
You know what? I can go without cake. My Achilles heel is Reese Cups.
Okay.
And the bad part
about
chocolate
candy. You like chocolate candy.
Chocolate, and sometimes with peanuts. I'm a sucker for M&M peanut M&Ms, and I don't like the fact that the place I work at now stocks those. So when I go into the micro kitchen and there they said, it's like I gotta have them, right? I gotta take them.
Yeah,
it's a must. I mean, it's just sitting there begging, please take me, please take. I take it. We go.
Okay, Alan, you just given me an idea.
Uh-oh, here we go. I love
ideas. You like Reese Cups.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let me Google this real quick.
Okay. So is it going to be something that
bar personality
Candy bar personality?
There is, based on your preference of candy bar, there are certain personality traits that.
Okay. I can't wait to hear what my person.
Let's see here. I'm trying to see if they have Reese's. If not, I'll find one that has Reese's.
Well, and
Reese's
you know,
Cups.
I also like Take 5. Those little candy bars, those Take 5 with caramel and pretzels in them. It reminds me of a turtle, but it's kind of like a Reese turtle, which is it's really good. I do like those. Probably the worst thing that they ever invented was lifesavers, because when they put lifesavers out at the office, it's kind of like I can't say no, and there is not just one.
The fruit ones or the
Yes, and you can't have just one. You eat.
I like them too. I like the fruit flavored and the gummy lifesavers.
Oh my God,
Like,
those are good too. So the funny part is that they'll have a bunch of rolls out at the office, and you go by and pick up a roll, and while you're sitting there, the next thing you know, the roll's gone, and you've done eaten a whole pack of lifesavers. They're 5 calories a piece, filled with about 10 grams of sugar a piece. So you just eat almost 12 of those bad little rolls, and it's awful, but they're addictive too. So I am still curious about my candy bar personality.
Your personality. That's what I'm trying to find. Because while I'm looking, I'm going to tell you what mine is.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's go.
And my favorite candy bar of my personality, I am a rare breed.
Oh God, we already know that.
I like Mounds and Almond Joy. It's got coconut in it, and not everyone likes coconut.
I do.
They don't like the
coconut.
texture.
That's me. I cannot do the texture. Now, if you get those toasted coconut cookies, I can eat them all day long. But if you give me anything with coconut on it, whether it's toasted or not, done. I am not a coconut man.
Yeah, I'm a rare breed of eating Mounds or Almond Joy. There's not a lot of us out there.
That and Dr. Thunder.
I'm going to have to hunt for this.
That's going to be fun. So
what your favorite candy says about your personality.
There we go. All right. We're on the roll here.
Hold on. I'm hunting.
We could almost.
Here we go.
We could almost do this.
Found it.
What is it?
You're bold, ambitious, and independent. You know what you want and aren't afraid to go after it. Occasionally, you're typecast as intimidating or unapproachable, but you're actually a very loyal friend to everyone in your small circle.
In my small circle, I'm going to be honest with you, Joey. I have a very small circle. You're in that circle, and about 4 other people are in that circle. Because you know how it is when you've got work life and home life. It's hard to separate the two, because you work at work so much that you have work friends and then you have real friends. Not saying that work friends aren't real friends. I did not say that. So when somebody sees me at work that works for me and says, "But I'm your friend," yes, you're my friend. And you're just, there's different things that we can talk about that you and I can talk about that they can't talk about with me. So it's just that way. I think we said it best. What was it? Coming up on 2 years ago when we had our first show.
Mm-hmm.
There's your old friends. Then there's your friends that you have now. And
there's your friends that saw you have one of your worst bicycle wrecks. and then there's friends that they know you met them when you were after you were married. Okay, here's Almond Joy and Mounds. You are flirtatious and energetic. You are highly attractive to the opposite sex. You have a sexy presence and know your own power. I don't know about all this. Perfect timing, Alan. You are always ready to give and take in love. You are fun-loving and really like to get into life.
There you go.
You think that's me?
I think you like to get in life. I think you like to be in the middle of it. I mean, I remember from growing up, we always were in the middle of everything. I almost think that we were almost too much.
I like getting in the middle of the room, and the definition of a gentleman is making others around you feel comfortable.
What movie did you hear that from?
That's not Blast from the Past.
That's right. I remember Brendan Fraser said that in Blast from the Past.
And so that is me. I'm the golden retriever of the room. I'm the one that the guests can come over and pet while everyone's partying. And so there's a little bit of truth there, but a little bit of exaggeration and generalizations. That's the thing with personality tests.
Yeah.
They make it so general, you're a little bit like that because
it's the Nostradamus. The Nostradamus of personalities. You could say
something bad's going to happen. And we're like, something bad did happen, Alan.
And he predicted
called it. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's fun. The Nostradamus of personalities. And all you got to do is go online. Joey will put that on Facebook so everybody can go find your own personality out and see if it's right. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I don't know.
Okay, now what got us on the tangent of candy bars and the personality test, because that was your favorite snack.
Snack, right.
My favorite dessert, or when I want something sweet, is more cake, specifically Swiss rolls.
Oh my God. That's a trick.
I eat those. I eat Swiss rolls like I'm loading D batteries in a flashlight. Like I just take it off. They are delicious.
Hey, me, it's the fudge rounds.
Fudge rounds are good. Have you seen the super duper fudge rounds?
That's the problem. They get the big super duper one, and then I eat it, and then I want another because it's like, man, that was good. Let me just try a little bit more. Got a little bit more icing in it. Got a little bit more flavor to it's on. Almost need a fork with those. That's the way I feel that if you had a fork, you'd be in great shape.
We need to have a disclaimer on this episode that eat before you watch this.
Look, for a guy
otherwise, because folks will like go, I'm sorry, I've got to pause the video and go and grab some Doritos or Swiss cakes or some Reese cups. Very few people that get some Mounds because
you're that special person.
I'm the weird dude that's like, you guys have any coconut flavored candy?
Reese cup?
They're like, get out of here, weirdo.
Oh man. So some of the other desserts, banana pudding has always been at the top of my list. And I eat bananas. I eat 2 bananas a day every day, which is probably not good for you. I mean, they say, hey, throw the bananas out. I'm sorry. Bananas have got some kind of protein or stuff in it that it's good for you, or else it wouldn't be worth eating.
Alan, that's another tangent right there. Have you watched Nate Bargatze, the comedian that's from Old Hickory?
I think I have.
He talked about how he was trying to diet, so he was eating more fruit, and someone said, hey, you know that fruit's got a lot of sugar in it. And he's like, I don't see a lot of fat fruit eaters. Whenever I see that, I'll try to back off of it a little bit.
I love it. Yes.
But he is hilarious. He's like one of my favorite comedians now, and he's got Amazon Prime episodes, 2 Netflix specials. Nate Bargatze. I was hooked whenever I just accidentally flipped it on, and he said he's from Old Hickory.
Really? So it's going to be
and he said that he was trying to tell someone that it's named after Andrew Jackson, and they said, well, you do know that Andrew Jackson was not a very nice man. He's like, well, we didn't know him or anything.
Yeah, he was. I didn't personally know him.
We didn't move there because we were fans. He's just hilarious. You're going to have to watch him tonight and give us But Nate Bargatze is hilarious. Tennessean. He's got one called an episode called, or a special called The Tennessee Kid on Netflix.
So another tangent off of Tennesseans. We were doing so today. We had a 615 event, which is if you're from Middle Tennessee, 615 is the Nashville area code, and they have on June the 15th. It's called 615 Day, and so Nashville kind of uses that as their holiday, right? Hey, it's a big day. Let's have a big too. So, anyways, where I work, they have a 615 Day, and they have a question or a kind of like a trivia game where you play trivia and you've got to answer like 30 questions in like 10 minutes or 5 minutes or something like that. It's some shortened duration of time. They went on and talked about Tina Turner, from Nutbush. She just recently passed. And it starts talking about different people that are from Tennessee. And one of them was a famous director that is from Tennessee. And I don't know if too many people know this, but Tarantino is from Tennessee.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He is a native Tennessean. I did not know
Quentin
that.
Tarantino.
Yes, until today when I took that quiz, because I picked, I think they had J.J. Abrams on there. I can't remember who else. But let's see.
So they had some other things to throw you off.
Yeah, I mean, so it was like this. Wow, they had different names on there. So I just made a comment. Oh, and there was who was the director of the Forrest Gump show. I know I can see it. His name, plain as day, but that's who I thought it was. But it was not. It was, Quentin Tarantino.
Now, what part of Tennessee was he from?
I don't know. They didn't give me the full. They just said you were wrong, or you
got to
right.
Google this.
There you go.
I can't go another minute. You and I were this age when we found out that Quentin Tarantino is from Tennessee.
Right? I mean, I would have never thought it, right? But it was kind of funny that popped up, and I was like, man, I did not realize. There's several things about Tennessee that just came out, and that was one of them. I know
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee. I knew it had to be somewhere from that side. There was also, did you know the largest underground lake is in the state of Tennessee?
Is that in Chattanooga?
I think so. It's called, oh my gosh,
is it Ruby Falls?
No, it's not Ruby Falls. It's
okay.
I'm trying to remember where it was, but I think it was
it's probably in a cave, like in a cave system, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And
we have a lot of caves in Middle Tennessee and Middle Kentucky.
How many caves do they have in Tennessee?
Let's hear it.
It'll blow your mind. 9,200 caves, and it is.
I was going to guess 7.
It is the number one state for caves.
So it's way more than 7.
Right, I thought it was
way
Kentucky.
more than 7.
Oh, way more.
Way more than. Seven.
It was kind of crazy because I'm sitting there
Alan,
going, "Woo."
that's a joke my cousin and I have, that anytime someone wants you to guess them out, just go 7.
7.
Just
It's almost like syphilis. I mean,
it's like ripping the Band-Aid off. 7.
so you would have been close.
And
So
then-
one of the questions is how many states border Tennessee?
Is it 8?
It is 8. I had 7. I picked 7 because you said that. I just said I picked 7.
I think when you're at Lookout Mountain, it says see the so many states, and I know that you're not seeing Arkansas.
You're not seeing Arkansas. That's the only one that you're not seeing, or Mississippi. You can see Georgia, Alabama, and you can even see South Carolina, but
North
it's not
Carolina,
connected.
South Carolina, yeah.
But South Carolina does not touch Tennessee. But Virginia, up there, a little bit of it touches Tennessee. Kentucky borders most of the north. So it's kind of wild. It's 8. Kind of threw me off. But to find out that there were 9,200 caves in the state of Tennessee, which is the number 1 state for caves. I would never go in one because my claustrophobia, the older I get, the more claustrophobic I get.
Alan, I was telling someone the exact same thing. I can't watch movies like when someone was telling me about that sub imploding, I'm like, stop it. I'm not pulling up a video or watching anything. I can't watch the rescue of the soccer team that was trapped in a cave, and I know that it ends good.
It ends well. I've seen a.
I know that, but I know that they had to like put like oxygen mask on the kids and bring them through water. The divers did through like narrow spaces.
Yes.
I'm like, that right there lets me know that I would have been still in there because I can't go and get my face underwater in a space of rocks like that because my mind is thinking, what if I get stuck?
They would have to blindfold me.
What if a little bit of water gets in my mask and I'm like, I mean, or
I wouldn't have been there to begin
you're going to
with.
drug me like Mr. T to get me on an airplane. Like, go ahead and give me a shot, strap the mask to me, and just bring my limp body through the water.
That's the only way I'm coming out. I wouldn't have gone in there.
Yeah, I would have been the guy going like this. I'll go tell him y'all are in here.
Yeah.
It's flooding, guys. It's flooding.
Get out. Yeah, and I don't think I'm that guy that can go jump in those springs because the only thing I think about when I see those springs, if you remember the movie Volcano, when they got into those springs and boiled because the water, the sulfuric acid, I said,
yeah.
They
didn't know what the temperature of that water was.
Hot Springs, Arkansas has all of these springs that are hot. Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not me. I don't know. I just.
I've been watching all these national park, like Yellowstone, where there's like all these. And I'm like, I'm wondering how many times someone's child that your children can just run away from you. Yeah. And you're at the Grand Canyon. I guess if your child is. Could just run away from you, or maybe they have an intellectual disability and they could do that. You don't go to those places. Is what I'm thinking. I'm wondering it like I don't want to know about it though. So please don't flood our inbox with like all these stories because I won't read them.
And don't.
I will not read. Sad stories.
I was watching a TikTok a couple of months ago, and something came up where this guy was pulling himself through. I guess it was like that thick, and he had a camera in front of him, and he's pulling himself through this cave. And I went, "No, why? Why?"
I'm wondering how those guys that like were Ruby Falls, the first explorer that just went through on his belly in the dark and came out like 18 hours later.
Man, it's beautiful in there. We all got to get in there. No,
that dude was not claustrophobic. I'd be like, yes, I wonder how far that hole goes, and I don't go in it. Like,
man, it even bothers me to go when you do Rock City and you start walking through that little crack. I'm like,
oh yeah,
woo,
like Fat Man Squeeze and
yeah, no, I just I mean, I went through it, but I was getting to the other side, going, oh my god, that was not something cool. What if that rock would have shifted? Whoop.
I wonder that whenever I see like Arches National Parks, you know, we're on a tangent. We're now on going to different parks and stuff. But we didn't, all of the viewers and listeners, they just went on a tangent with us and they see how it just streamlined. There was no segue. We just went into national parks and mentioned God. Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, no. Mammoth Cave in Kentucky.
There you go.
Smoky Mountains National Park, number one visited national park out of all of them.
Dunbar Cave up there by you.
Yeah, this is a national park, but
I won't be going in Dunbar Cave either.
Yeah, Dunbar Cave used to be on another tangent by Roy Acuff.
Oh, there you go.
He purchased it and moved to Clarksville, and he would have dances and country music shows like just inside the cave. They put like a wooden floor down in the cave, and they would have like, you know, country western dances and stuff like that. But Roy Acuff purchased Dunbar Cave and would just do shows from there. So
I don't think that's
Grand Ole Opry.
I don't think that's
it doesn't go real like I've never been real deep into it. So it might go 27 miles in there, but I've been like, you could see me from the outside. Like,
it's almost,
yeah, hey, I see him. Joy. Yeah, we're parked out here.
Well, it's like whenever we wanted to go in to see the Bell Witch, we wanted to go into that cave. I would have went into that cave because I think it's opened enough to where I wouldn't feel claustrophobic, but I was wanting to go see if I could see the Bell Witch.
Yeah. I actually felt pretty comfortable going through the Mammoth Cave tour. One, because it's great big. And two, I know there's bathrooms in there.
I did not know that.
There's electricity in there. You get halfway through, they have restrooms. And so it's domesticated. And so I can go in a domesticated cave. Like it is just shy of having like a McDonald's at the halfway mark. I mean,
so
like, I
saw a post from the 70s. We lived near a rock quarry out here in Burns, and the rock quarry used to have a restaurant in the rock. So they built a restaurant into the quarry, into that rock quarry, and they actually had eatery place. They had a cafeteria. They had a couple of shops. And I'm thinking to myself, why? But, you know, people do crazy things back then. I mean, people build their houses in rocks now. I don't get it, but they do. I'd be afraid the rock would fall in on me. I need to have a...
What was that movie with James Franco where he had to cut off his arm?
Oh my gosh.
127 hours.
Yeah, something. Yeah, that is it. That's a long time.
I would have cut off my arm in 27 hours.
Yeah, I would have had to go.
It wouldn't have gone the extra 100. I would have panicked. Like, guess I'm losing his arm. Joey, you only been in there about 17 minutes.
That's right.
I saw it on a movie once. That's the only option.
Hey, and if you watch the movie Saw, if you just do it quick and go move on instead of waiting until the last minute.
That guy, yeah, my movie would be much shorter.
Yeah, it was what Richard Pryor said when they were doing The Exorcist. It'd be like, hello, goodbye. The movie would have been like that quick.
Yeah. Get out. Okay.
I'm gone. Here. Done. Yeah. You got to keep on moving. I love it. That's wild how, you know, you start talking about one thing. Now we're talking about Richard Pryor in the movies.
Favorite Richard Pryor movie?
What was
Hold on. We're going to say it at the same time.
Well,
no, we're going to say something different. I can already tell by your face.
I mean,
Harlem Nights.
No, Harlem Nights was great. I was going to go with Silver Streak.
I thought you were going to say Blazing
Saddles.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
No, he's not in that one. No.
That's Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder's on that one.
But what made me think Blazing Saddles, I thought you were going to say See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Now,
where Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor were.
One was blind and one was deaf.
One was, yes. I thought you were going to go with that route.
That was a good one, too. That was a good one as well. I liked Harlem Nights, too. Harlem Nights was probably by far the funniest one because it was made a little later on and it had like Red Fox and Eddie Murphy, all those comedians in it that were really, really good. But the best one was Arsenio Hall when he was like, "Put that little shit down." He said, "Pow!"
Pop.
Oh Lord,
Pop.
That was
now, Alan. Have you ever watched? Now? I'm on another tangent.
Okay.
Because some of this has led me to think about other shows. I thought of Blazing Saddles. That made me think about this show, and it's got the guy that's Daniel Radcliffe that starred Harry Potter.
Yeah, you talking
and
about?
He plays in the show Miracle Workers.
Oh, Miracle Workers! I thought you were going to go with Horns because that was a stupid movie.
Yeah, Miracle Workers is a series, and it will have the same characters in every season, but they're a different theme. Like one theme was the Middle Ages. It was like 1100, and like they're like looking at each other going, "This is a pretty awful time to be alive." And they're like, "What made you think?" And they're like, "Well, we're sitting here watching a man be executed like by the executioner with a sword, going, 'Who wants to see a person? Who wants to see me kill a person?'" And the crowd goes, "Yeah." Because the guy like then one season is the Oregon Trail. All the same characters on the Oregon Trail.
Oh man. You know what?
And so you'll have to start with I'd recommend starting with season 2, which is the Middle Ages. That's the best. It's still one of my favorite ones. So if you watch Miracle Workers with Daniel Radcliffe, he is hilarious. You're going to see a different side of Daniel Radcliffe. You're going to I'm a Daniel Radcliffe fan now. When did this happen?
So let me tell you, there's another show that does the same thing, and it's been gone for some time now, but it had Timothy Hutton in it, and it was called Nero Wolfe. It was the same characters every week, and one of them gets killed. And the next week, they're a different character, and another one of them gets killed. But Nero Wolfe, Nero Wolfe was played by one of the actors that died several years ago. He played in the movie War Games with, I think it was War Games with Matthew Broderick. But yeah, I wish I could remember his name. He was a great actor and did a lot of featured films, but he was in theater as well. Let's see, Timothy Hutton, which he played the main character. But let's see if I can find out who that was right quick. Oh,
was Timothy Hutton, was he in the movie something about jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm trying to think what this song is.
Maury Chuckin.
The night that Billy, yeah, Billie it's something. Jean.
Well, Maury Chuckin played Nero Wolfe, and he also played in several movies. But he passed away several years ago. But Timothy Hutton was another character. He played in The General's Daughter with John Travolta, Saturday Night Live boy.
Yes.
That was a great flick too. That was Timothy Hutton in that one as well. But that's a good show. I still see a lot of the characters because they're on Canadian TV, and we have started watching on BBC. They started carrying Canadian shows. I guess they don't have enough shows in the UK, Decisive, so they added some other shows in there. Kind of wild to see some of the characters play them roles that were in the UK, and then all of a sudden now they're in Canadian roles. So, and
I watched Timothy Hutton in that movie Made in Heaven also.
Oh, Made in Heaven was another one, yeah.
Where he met the girl on he died in like a car accident, like he was saving some people, so he got to go to heaven because he was saving people. And that was, it's not religion, it's the theme of the show. I'm just telling you.
It's not heaven.
So while he was in heaven, there's souls up there that haven't been sent to earth, and he falls in love with one of them. Well, it comes her time to go to earth. And he's like, send me to earth. I know I'll find her. And they're like, if you don't go to earth during your, like when you're meant to go, we can't guarantee that you're going to be like put with the right family. Many times you'll become an alcoholic. You'll, and so the whole movie's like that. And the entire time is, they're like, if you fell in love in heaven, you're going to fall in love on earth. And so like, but it was a memorable movie. Let's see here. I'm trying to see.
It's not heaven.
What that show was. What was that show? I'm trying to think of the name of the song. Something jumped off the something bridge.
That Billy Jean jumped off the bridge.
What's the song? What is it? It's time to ask Siri.
Siri.
What's the song about someone jumping off a bridge?
I couldn't find a song with those lyrics.
There's no song that exists with those lyrics.
So evidently it's just a made-up song. I
made it up. I might record it, Alan.
Hey.
Siri said it doesn't exist.
Hey, and here's a good thing. We know somebody that can do music. We could call up Austin G, or we may reach out to one of the show's old members and see if we can't get JD Hart involved now that he's getting back into music. You need to sing somebody jumped off the bridge.
I got some bad news, Alan.
Oh Lord, what is the news that's got to be bad? I'm waiting on it.
Do y'all remember the white thing?
I remember that song.
The Tallahatchie Bridge.
The Tallahatchie Bridge.
And it is called the Ode to Billy Joe.
That's it.
Ode to Billy Joe is what the name of the song is.
Now, the sad part is there's probably 25 people that's watching this podcast going, I know that. I know that. I know that. So, that's awesome.
But we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Like it's days after this that
you're actually going to see this.
We're in a different time zone. Like,
well, it's actually a window.
It's like we're in a different universe in June, and more likely this is in July when you're hearing it.
What is that? The multiverse.
We need Doctor Strange in the multiverse. That's what we need.
That's what it is. The
Alan,
multiverse.
You and I. This is scary, Alan. You and I were on that same tangent in our mind that we were both trying to find that we were both the synapses were in the multiverse.
I love it.
I'm trying to see who was in the cast of that. Okay, it was I can already tell. It was Robbie Benson.
Gotcha. That
wasn't Timothy Hutton.
Yeah, that was an old movie. It wasn't
Timothy Hutton. It was Robbie Benson played Billy Joe.
Yes, that was an old movie. I remember that back when I was.
It was like a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not a movie that came out at theaters. You know, that was something back to Quentin Tarantino. I saw him on one of the talk shows. It wasn't Fallon.
I've seen him on Jimmy Fallon Kimball. Kimball, that's why I saw him.
Where you could read the back of a VHS tape,
and he would tell you what
guess the movie.
Yep. Jimmy Kimball
guess the movie. He knows that many movies. He's like, and he named it wrong. And Jimmy Kimmel said, "No, he goes, wait a minute, That was the original title. They renamed it because they didn't send it to movies. They sent it straight to TV, and it was renamed. It was like a Rottweiler.
Yeah,
it's called Rottweiler or something like that. And where I bet he would have guessed that. He would have been able to guess.
He knows every movie. I mean, you can read.
What's the made-for-TV movie about the guy jumping off the bridge? He'd say, "Old Billy Joe." I mean, he's like that knowledgeable. Now, wasn't there something where Quentin Tarantino was only going to? He's already only said he would release a finite number of movies. He doesn't make like 100 movies. He's only making like 11 or something. It's like it's a finite number, and then he's not going to make any more movies. So like that's why every one of his movies, everyone is really paying attention because they know that he's very picky before he releases one.
Right. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. Well, I think we've been on here for quite some time, and we won't have nothing to talk about for our next show if we don't stop soon.
Okay, let's recap. We've covered snacks, chips, Canadian chips, national parks, and sweet candy bar personality tests. Quentin Tarantino is from Knoxville, Tennessee. This will be the good trailer right here for, if you're interested in any of that stuff, watch the full episode.
Watch the full episode. 9,200 caves in the state of Tennessee. Number one state with caves.
Number one visited national park is in Tennessee. You'll learn about that.
And the biggest Buc-ee's is in the state of Tennessee. Go figure that. The biggest Buc-ee's in the world is in the state of Tennessee. You'll have to go check that out too.
Guys, this has been a great show. We're glad to have you back.
Glad to be back with you. I mean, y'all, we're glad to be back with you because we like doing these tangents, man. We have fun with this, believe it or not.
Until we see you next time, take care of one another.
We love you.